Our passage today is on the Transfiguration, which is an event where the disciples, three closest disciples of Jesus, had an experience that is really the quintessential mountaintop experience. And what do I mean when I say a mountaintop experience? Well, this is an experience that is like a high point in your faith, in your walk with God. It is a point where, you feel so close to God that it's almost like you can reach out and touch him. And this is clearly was for the disciples that type of experience that you can just kind of read in this narrative that Peter, John, and James really were blown away by what they experienced here. That they were really, that this really left an impact on them, and that they just couldn't even almost process it. And oftentimes that is how mountaintop experiences are. It takes a little while to fully, get it within your head. Now, there are some things, though, which we should take away from this. And I think one of the most interesting parts of this, and the part which I really kind of want to emphasize today, is Jesus' own response to when Peter says, Jesus, let me build a tabernacle for you, for each of you, for Elijah, for Moses, and let's just stay up here. Let's just stay in this place. And that's something which I think, when you've gone through a mountaintop experience like this, when you've gone through one of those experiences in faith, it's something that you can very easily relate to. It's something that you can very easily understand Peter's sentiment here, because you don't want it to end. These experiences are so meaningful to you, and they're so uplifting and empowering that you don't want that feeling to go away. You don't want that feeling to end and disappear. But the reality is at some point, you have to get down off of the mountaintop and go back to your life and bring what you learned there and what that transformation that you hopefully achieved in that mountaintop experience back and apply it in your life and the people around you. Because the reality is, we don't live on the mountaintop experiences. We live amongst all the people. We live amongst the world. And our ministry is to the world. As Christians, as human beings, our ministry is to those who are around us, to those who are within our communities, who are within, our work and our churches as well, but even beyond outside of that. And so it's important to understand that every mountaintop experience does have to have an end, but the transformation that comes from them should go and empower our ministry to our friends, our families, to those who are in need within our communities. That is really the important thing that I really want you all to take away from today. I highly encourage you all to cherish those mountaintop experiences. I would not say go out and necessarily seek them, because my own life, at least, I've found when you try to seek out a mountaintop experience, you never end up with one. You end up just kind of falling short. You need to let them kind of organically happen, and they will organically happen. God will work in a way to give you those experiences in your life as long as you are, listening to him, as long as you're seeking after him, they'll happen. And there's something that are important and that should always stay within your life and stay and be something that you think about. But you shouldn't try to just stay in that moment permanently. You shouldn't try to just stay right in there in that experience. You have to go and bring what was worked out there and bring it back to the world and use it to help those around you. And if we do that, we will find that we'll be able to kind of bring those mountaintop experiences to everyone else around us. Amen. And now I'd like to invite you all to join me for our last worship song today.